Welcome, gentle soul, to a sacred moment in time, a space carved out just for you. If you have felt that the current of your life has been too swift, too difficult, or filled with obstacles that have left you feeling weary, know that you have arrived at a place of deep healing and release. Tonight, we are not going to fight the current. We are not going to struggle against the flow. We are going on a voyage, a deep sleep journey along the most ancient and important river you will ever know, the river of your own life. We will travel from its purest source to its most peaceful destination, and along the way, we will learn to release the burdens we have carried, to clear the path, and to find our way back to the beautiful, natural flow of our own being. Before we begin this profound journey, I invite you to help spread this piece to others who may need it. Please take a quiet moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more deep voyages like this, and if your heart feels called, share it with someone who deserves to feel the peace of a clear and flowing river. Your kindness is a current that carries healing far and wide. Thank you. And now, allow your body to settle into a state of absolute comfort. Let your limbs become heavy and your mind become still. Close your eyes and take a long, slow, deep breath in, filling your lungs with the purest air. And as you exhale, let go of the entire day, the entire week, the entire world outside. Our journey to the source begins now. Let the sounds of your world gently fade into a distant murmur, like the sound of a forest far, far away. Your awareness, which has been stretched and pulled in 1,000 directions, is now lovingly called home, back to the sanctuary of your own being. Bring your focus to the simple, miraculous sensation of your own breath, the gentle rise and the peaceful fall. This breath is your anchor, your connection to this very moment, the only moment that is real. Imagine with each breath you inhale, you are drawing in a soft, silvery light, the essence of pure tranquility. It fills every corner of your lungs and then begins to seep into your body, a liquid peace that flows through your veins, calming every nerve, soothing every cell. And with each exhale, imagine a soft gray mist leaving your lips, carrying with it any tension, any worry, any thought that does not serve you here tonight. Inhale the silver light of peace, and exhale the gray mist of letting go. Feel this release happening physically. Feel the tiny muscles around your eyes, which have held your focus so tightly all day, now completely softening, letting go of all they have seen. Feel your jaw unclench, releasing words unspoken and tensions held. Feel your shoulders, where the weight of responsibility often settles, now becoming soft and heavy, melting downwards away from your ears. A wave of relaxation flows down your spine, through your hips, down your legs, and out the soles of your feet. Your body becomes a vessel of pure, profound stillness, held in a perfect state of grace and comfort. You are safe. You are at peace. And in this state of deep relaxation, your inner vision begins to awaken. A new landscape gently forms in your mind, a place that feels ancient, sacred, and deeply familiar. You find yourself standing in a lush, green, secret meadow, bathed in the soft, ethereal light of twilight. The air is cool and sweet, smelling of damp earth, night-blooming flowers, and the clean scent of fresh, pure water. And there, at your feet, you see it. It is the source, the beginning of the ancient river of your life. It does not erupt violently from the ground, but gently, miraculously seeps up from the heart of the earth through a spring of pure white sand. The water is so clear, so pristine, It is like liquid crystal. This is the source of you. It is your innate goodness, your purest potential, your untainted spirit. This is who you were before the world told you who to be. Kneel for a moment by this sacred spring and just watch. See how effortlessly the water emerges, full of life, full of peace. This purity, this peace, is your true nature. It is the truth of who you are. And tonight, you are going to journey back to that truth. As you watch the crystal clear water bubble up from the earth, you see it begin to form a small, gentle stream, which then widens into a slow and peaceful river, disappearing into a lush, quiet forest. This is your path. This is the journey. And waiting for you, tied loosely to the grassy bank with a simple rope of woven vines, is a boat. It is the most beautiful boat you have ever seen, crafted just for you. Perhaps it is carved from a single luminous silvery wood. Its surface is smooth as polished stone. Perhaps it is woven from strong, flexible reeds, light and resilient. It is not a grand or imposing vessel. It is a simple, elegant craft, perfectly sized for one. It is your vessel of consciousness, the vehicle that carries you through the experience of your life. It feels safe, sturdy, and deeply welcoming. It has been waiting for you. You untie the vines, and with a feeling of gentle trust, you step into the boat. It holds you perfectly, cradling you as you settle into a comfortable position. The moment you are settled, the boat seems to respond to your presence. It pushes off from the bank with a soft whisper and is caught by the gentle, invisible current of the river. You are now on your way. You are not required to row or to steer. For this part of the journey, you are simply asked to trust, to observe, to flow. The boat glides silently, moving away from the meadow of your source and into the twilight forest. The trees here are ancient and wise, their branches forming a beautiful protective canopy high above you. The last light of the day filters down through the leaves, dappling the surface of the water with patterns of soft gold and deep shadow. The river here is calm, clear, and slow. You can see all the way to the bottom, to the smooth, multicolored pebbles that lie on the riverbed. This part of the river represents the earliest, most innocent moments of your life, a time of pure being, of simple wonder. As you drift, you can almost feel the echoes of that innocence on the gentle breeze. The only sounds are the soft lapping of the water against your boat, the distant call of a night bird, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the canopy above. This is a time for stillness, a time for allowing. You are simply letting the river of your life carry you without resistance, without question. You trail your hand in the cool, clean water, and it feels silky, alive. It is the water of your own pure potential. As you look into its clear depths, you might see fleeting images of happy, peaceful memories from your past, not as sharp movies, but as soft, watercolor feelings. A feeling of being safe, a feeling of being loved, a feeling of simple, unburdened joy. Let these feelings wash over you, not with a sense of longing for the past, but with a gentle recognition that this peace, this joy, is a fundamental part of your river's nature. It is always flowing, just beneath the surface of the more turbulent waters you may have experienced later on. Your boat drifts around a gentle bend, and the twilight deepens. The stars begin to appear and the strips of sky visible through the canopy. their reflections like tiny, floating diamonds on the water's surface. The journey is peaceful, magical. You feel a profound sense of connection to this river, to this boat, to this journey. You are not separate from it. You are it. You are the river. You are the journeyer. You are the loving observer of it all. There is no fear here. There is only a deep and trusting surrender to the flow, a quiet excitement for what lies around the next bend. You are safely held by the gentle current of your own life's unfolding, and all is well. As your boat continues its gentle, silent glide through the enchanted forest of your beginnings, you begin to notice a subtle shift in the energy of the river. The gentle lapping sound grows a little louder, a little more insistent. The current, which was once almost imperceptible, now begins to pull your boat forward with a new sense of purpose and speed. The river is narrowing, and the banks are becoming steeper, lined with strong, ancient rocks. You are entering a new phase of your journey, a new chapter of your life. The quiet stream is now becoming a true, powerful river. You can hear a rumbling sound up ahead, a sound not of danger, but of immense, untamed energy. You are approaching the rapids. These are the rapids of your youth, of your early struggles, of those times in your life that were filled with fast-paced change, confusion, and powerful, chaotic emotions. As you round a bend, you see them. The water is white and churning, tumbling over and around large, smooth boulders that stand in the river's path. The sight might once have caused you fear, but tonight, from this safe observational space, you feel only a sense of respect for its power. Your boat, your vessel of consciousness, does not hesitate. It is carried directly into the swirling currents. And you realize with a deep sense of reassurance that your boat was built for this. It is strong, agile, and resilient. It does not fight the water. It dances with it. The boat is lifted and rocked by the powerful waves. Cool spray mists your face, and it feels exhilarating, alive. You are not in danger. You are simply moving through a period of intense energy. You hold on, not with a grip of fear, but with a steady, centered presence. You are the calm center in the midst of the beautiful chaos. You glide swiftly past the large boulders. These represent the major challenges and lessons of your formative years. As you pass one, you might get a fleeting impression of a time you felt you had failed, or a time you were hurt, or a time you felt utterly lost and overwhelmed. But you see now that you were not broken by these rocks. The river of your life simply found its way around them. It learned, it adapted, it kept flowing. The energy of the rapids taught your river how to be strong, how to be flexible, how to carve its own path. Look at the beauty in the chaos. See the way the light of the stars refracts in the spray, creating fleeting rainbows in the dark. Hear the powerful symphony of the rushing water, a song of immense life force and untamable spirit. This turbulence was not a mistake. It was not a punishment. It was a vital part of your journey. It was the force that strengthened you, that shaped you, that gave your river its unique power and character. You ride through the final section of the rapids, and your boat handles it with grace and ease. You have been through this before, and you survived. You are stronger than you know. And as the rumbling begins to fade behind you, you feel a new, deeper appreciation for the journey, for its challenges as well as its peace. You have navigated the turbulence, and you are still flowing. Having moved through the powerful, energetic rapids, you feel the river begin to change its character once more. The sound of rushing water softens, and the current slows its pace. The river begins to widen, its banks becoming soft and earthy again. You have entered a new landscape, a new phase of your life. It is a place of quiet reflection, a period of adulthood, of accumulating experiences. The water here is deep and moves slowly, almost languidly. The sky has opened up above you, and the vast star-filled cosmos is reflected perfectly on the river's dark, still surface. It is breathtakingly beautiful. But as you drift on this slow, deep current, you begin to notice new things in the water. Not the strong, immovable boulders of the rapids, but something different. Here and there you see the dark, shadowy forms of fallen logs and old tangled branches lying just beneath the surface. Some are so large they almost block the entire width of the river. This is the debris of your life. These are the obstacles, the old regrets, the past mistakes, the limiting beliefs that have fallen into your river over the years and created blockages in your natural flow. They are the stories you have told yourself, the burdens you have carried, the things you have not yet forgiven. As your boat approaches the first large log, you see it clearly. Its bark is peeling and its wood is dark and waterlogged. It represents a specific regret, a decision you made long ago that you still carry with you. The current of the river has to divert around it, creating a slow, stagnant eddy of energy. In the past, you might have tried to push this log out of the way with great effort. Or you might have simply accepted the blockage and learned to live with the restricted flow. But tonight, you will do neither. Your boat comes to a gentle stop beside the log, and you simply observe it with a peaceful, curious mind. You do not judge it. You do not feel the sting of the regret. You simply look at it with the compassionate wisdom you have now. You see it not as a terrible mistake, but as a choice made by a younger version of yourself who was doing the best they could with the knowledge and resources they had at the time. It was a lesson. It was a teacher. You drift further, and you see a tangled mass of old roots and branches. This represents a complicated, painful relationship from your past, one that left you feeling stuck and unable to move forward. You see how the current of your life has been snagged on its sharp edges for years, preventing you from flowing freely into new experiences. You look at it now, not with the old pain, but with a gentle understanding. You see the patterns, the lessons, the ways in which it too has shaped you. Further still, you see smaller pieces of debris. The sharp branch of a harsh word someone once said to you, the waterlogged leaves of a small disappointment, the heavy stone of a belief that you are not good enough. They are all here, lying in the bed of your river, and you simply float among them like a gentle moon looking down upon the quiet earth. You are not identifying with them. You are the calm, loving observer. And this loving observation is the first and most crucial step in the act of release. You are seeing what is there, and you are ready, finally, to let it go and restore the beautiful, effortless flow of your river.
As you float peacefully in your boat, surrounded by the silent, submerged memories of your past, a new awareness dawns within you. You realize you have a power you did not know you possessed. A soft golden light begins to emanate from the palms of your hands. It is a light of pure, unconditional love and transformative energy. You are not here to fight with these old obstacles. You are here to heal them, to release them with grace. You guide your boat to that first large log, the heavy weight of old regret. You reach out your hand, and as your glowing fingers get close to the dark, waterlogged wood, you do not push, you simply touch it, gently. The moment you make contact, a warmth flows from your hand into the log. You send a silent message of gratitude and forgiveness to your younger self. "Thank you for the lesson," you whisper in your heart. "I forgive you. I release this." As you pour this golden light of acceptance into the log, a miracle happens. The dark, heavy wood begins to transform. It does not splinter or break. Instead, it slowly, beautifully dissolves, not into nothing, but into 1,000 tiny, shimmering points of light, like a school of magical golden fish. You watch, mesmerized, as these fish swim away, carrying the transformed energy of your regret and dispersing it into the river, where it becomes pure, flowing life force once more. The blockage is gone. The current where the log once was now flows smoothly, freely. You feel a corresponding release in your own body, a lightness in your chest. You move to the next obstacle, that tangled mass of roots and branches from the painful relationship. It looks so complex, so daunting, but you are not daunted. You bring your boat close and place your glowing hands upon it. You send a message of release, not just for yourself, but for the other person involved. I release you. I release myself. I release the story that bound us. I take back my energy, and I send you peace. The golden light flows from you, a powerful current of healing energy. It does not untangle the mess, it transforms it. The gnarled, sharp branches soften and morph into beautiful, flexible vines. And from these vines, stunning, luminous water lilies begin to bloom on the surface of the river. Their petals unfold, releasing a beautiful, subtle fragrance of peace into the air. What was once a painful snag has become a source of unexpected beauty. The river of your life can now flow through this memory, not with pain, but with the grace of a beautiful water garden. You continue your gentle work. You touch the sharp branch of the harsh word, and it transforms into a long, graceful emerald green reed, dancing peacefully in the current. You touch the heavy stone of self-doubt, and it becomes a cluster of bubbles that rise to the surface and pop, releasing the old belief into the air where it vanishes. One by one, you move through the riverbed of your life. You are not dredging up the past, you are liberating it. You are the gentle alchemist, turning the lead of your old pain into the gold of wisdom and freedom. The work is not tiring, it is energizing. With each release, your own inner light glows brighter, your boat feels lighter, and the river, your beautiful, ancient river, begins to flow with a clarity and purpose it has not known for a very, very long time.
With the debris of the past lovingly transformed and released, the river now flows with a new, unimpeded grace. For a time, the journey is smooth and peaceful. The water is deep and clear, and the reflected stars above are your companions. But the river of life is long and has many moods. As you drift on, you notice another change beginning to occur. The water, which was so clear, is slowly becoming cloudy, opaque. A fine gray silt seems to be rising from the riverbed, turning the water murky and heavy. The light from the stars no longer penetrates its depths. The current slows down, becoming thick and sluggish. You have drifted into the murky waters of sadness, of grief, of those periods in your life filled with loss, disappointment, or a heavy sense of hopelessness. This is not the beautiful chaos of the rapids, nor the solid obstacles of regret. This is a heavy, formless sorrow, a place where it is difficult to see, difficult to feel anything but the weight of the water. The air itself feels heavy, and a profound silence descends, a silence not of peace, but of emptiness. Your boat does not stop. It continues to move, but very, very slowly, as if gliding through liquid sorrow. In this place, it can be tempting to feel despair, to believe that the clarity will never return. It can be tempting to paddle furiously to try and escape this part of the river as quickly as possible, but you do not. You remember the purpose of this journey, to flow with what is and to heal it with your presence. As the darkness and the murk deepen around you, you look inside your boat, and you find something you had not noticed before. A single, unlit candle in a simple, beautiful holder. This candle represents your hope, your spirit, the spark of divinity within you that can never be extinguished no matter how deep the sorrow. You know what to do. You cup your hands around the wick and you breathe a gentle, warm breath onto it. The same golden light that was in your hands before now coalesces into a single steady flame atop the candle. It is not a huge blazing fire. It is a small, quiet, intimate light. But in the profound darkness of these murky waters, it is brilliantly, beautifully enough. You place the candle at the prow of your boat, and its gentle golden light pierces the gloom. It doesn't clear the water, but it illuminates it. It shines down into the murky depths, and you see that the silt is not ugly or dirty. It is made of a million tiny gray particles, like unshed tears, like unspoken griefs, each one a tiny story of loss. Your light does not judge them. It simply illuminates them with a gentle, compassionate glow. You are not fighting the sadness. You are bringing the light of your loving awareness into it. And in this simple, courageous act, you are beginning to transform it. You are honoring the journey through the darkness, trusting that your small, steady flame is all the guidance you need.
You drift on through the deep, slow, murky waters with your single candle flame burning steadily at the prow of your boat. Its golden light creates a safe, sacred space around you, a small island of warmth and clarity in the vast river of sorrow. You do not try to hurry this part of the journey. You simply allow your boat to be carried by the sluggish current, understanding that this too is a necessary part of the river's course. You are practicing the profound art of being with what is, without needing it to change. And as you sit in this state of deep, compassionate allowance, something begins to shift in the sky above. The stars, which have been your companions all night, begin to fade. A new, soft, pearlescent light begins to dawn at the eastern horizon. It is not yet sunrise, but the promise of it. It is the light of a higher awareness, the light of grace, the light of unconditional love entering your consciousness. This soft, silver and rose-colored light grows, spreading across the vastness of the sky, and it begins to shine down upon the river. At first, its light seems only to touch the surface, turning the murky water into a sheet of dull gray steel. But then a miracle occurs. The rays of this dawning light begin to penetrate the water. They are not harsh or forceful. They are gentle, ethereal beams of pure light that reach down, 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 deep into the river, all the way to the riverbed. These beautiful rays of light begin to touch the millions of tiny gray particles of silt, the unshed tears, the unspoken griefs. And wherever the light touches a particle, it is instantly transformed. The dull gray becomes a speck of brilliant, shimmering gold. It is another act of profound alchemy. The light of higher love is not erasing the sadness, it is transforming it into wisdom, into compassion, into peace. You watch in silent awe as this process unfolds.
The entire body of the river, from the surface to the very bottom, is slowly being filled with these sparkling golden particles. It is as if you are floating on a river of liquid gold. The water is no longer heavy and murky. It is alive, shimmering, and filled with a gentle, radiant light. The sadness has been blessed. The grief has been honored and transformed. Then, very slowly, these golden particles begin to settle. They do not vanish. They drift gently downwards and come to rest on the riverbed, forming a beautiful golden lining at the bottom of your river. The sorrow is no longer suspended in the water, clouding your vision. It has become the golden foundation upon which the clear waters of your life will now flow. It is a beautiful scar, a testament to what you have endured and healed. As the last particle settles, the water above it is left unbelievably, breathtakingly clear, purer and more vibrant than it has ever been before. You look down and you can see the golden riverbed shining up at you, a source of soft, gentle light from below. You have not escaped the sadness. You have passed through it. And in doing so, you have found a deeper, more resilient clarity on the other side.
As you float now on the crystal clear, golden-bottomed river, feeling profoundly peaceful and renewed, you notice a new feature in the landscape. Up ahead, you see a smaller stream flowing out from the forested banks and merging with your own river. It is a tributary. As you get closer, you see that its water is clear and vibrant, and as it joins your river, it adds to its volume and its strength, creating beautiful, harmonious currents. This tributary represents a loving, supportive relationship in your life, a person or a community whose presence has nourished you, strengthened you, and contributed positively to your own life's flow. You feel a wave of deep gratitude for this connection. You watch as the waters merge seamlessly, a beautiful dance of giving and receiving. Your boat glides on, and you soon see another tributary approaching. But this one is different. Its water is cloudy, perhaps carrying mud and debris from its own course. As it flows into your river, you can see how it momentarily clouds the beautiful clarity you have just reclaimed. This represents a difficult or challenging relationship, one that has brought confusion or negative energy into your life. In the past, you may have had no choice but to let these waters merge completely, feeling powerless to stop their influence. But now, you are the conscious, loving architect of your inner world. You have your golden light. As this muddy tributary begins to flow toward your river, you hold up your hand. From your palm, you project a beautiful, shimmering filter of golden light that extends across the mouth of the tributary. It is not a solid wall or a dam. It is a permeable, intelligent membrane of light. As the muddy water of the tributary flows through this golden filter, the mud, the stones, the debris are all gently caught by the light, where they are instantly neutralized and transformed. Only the pure, clean water is allowed to pass through and merge with your river. You are not blocking the connection. You are not rejecting the other. You are simply purifying the energy that you allow to enter your own sacred space. This is a powerful and loving boundary. It is an act of profound self-care. You realize you have the power to do this with any connection in your life. You can receive the love and the lessons without having to take on the pain or the negativity. You continue your journey down the river, and you encounter many tributaries. For each one, you practice the sacred alchemy. You welcome the clear, life-giving streams with gratitude, and you meet the challenging ones with your gentle, powerful filter of golden light, ensuring that the beautiful, hard-won clarity of your own river remains pure, strong, and true to its own course. This brings a new sense of sovereignty, a new feeling of gentle, confident power over your own inner peace. Your river is now majestic. It is wide, deep, and powerful, flowing with a serene and confident grace. It has been strengthened by loving tributaries and kept pure by your own conscious boundaries. It flows through a beautiful, open landscape of soft green meadows under the vast, pre-dawn sky, which is now turning a soft shade of violet and rose. The journey has been long, and a great transformation has occurred. Now you can feel another profound shift beginning. The forward momentum of the river, which has been the one constant of your journey, begins to slow. The defined banks of the river start to fall away, becoming soft and indistinct. The river begins to spread out, breaking into a multitude of smaller, interconnected streams, forming a vast and beautiful delta. You have reached the end of the river's singular journey. This is the great widening, the final stage of letting go before merging with something infinitely larger than yourself. Your boat drifts into this peaceful labyrinth of gentle waterways. The water is almost perfectly still here, a vast mirror reflecting the changing colors of the sky. There is no single path forward anymore because all paths lead to the same destination. A deep sense of peace and acceptance settles over you, a feeling of completion. You can now smell a new scent on the cool morning air. It is the clean, sharp, unmistakable scent of salt, the scent of the ocean. You can hear a new sound far in the distance, a sound so deep and vast it is more of a feeling than a sound. It is the gentle, eternal breathing of the great ocean of peace, the ultimate destination of your river. Your heart feels no fear, only a deep, soul-level yearning to merge, to go home. The ego, the sense of a separate self with a personal story, has been on a long journey. It has been a brave traveler, but its journey is now coming to a peaceful end. The delta is a place of surrender, a place of releasing the identity of the river, with its rapids, its logs, and its tributaries. All of that was the journey, but it is not the destination. The destination is a return to a state of boundless, formless, peaceful being. As your boat drifts through the last of the waterways, you look down at your hands and you see that they are becoming translucent, shimmering with a soft, watery light. You look at the boat, your faithful vessel, and you see that it too is beginning to dissolve, its form becoming one with the water upon which it floats. You are not dying. You are simply letting go of the form you have held for this journey, in preparation for becoming something so much more vast.
You are at the very edge now. The last strip of land has dissolved away, and before you lies the infinite, calm expanse of the ocean at dawn. It is a boundless body of water, its surface as smooth as silk, reflecting the soft, pastel colors of the first light. The water of your river, your life, now flows with a final, gentle sigh into this immense body of peace. Your boat dissolves completely, and you, your consciousness, your very essence, you are now one with the water. You are the river, and you are flowing into the ocean. And the moment your water touches the ocean's water, all sense of separation vanishes. There is no longer a river and an ocean. There is only water. You are the ocean, all of it. Your consciousness expands in an instant, from the finite story of a single river to the infinite, timeless being of the entire ocean. You can feel the gentle, cosmic tides moving through you. You can feel the profound, silent peace of the deepest trenches and the joyful, light-filled dance of the surface. All the stories, all the struggles of all the rivers in the world are held here in your boundless compassion, and they are all at peace. The weight of your personal history is gone. dissolved into the vastness of this universal being. You are no longer a drop of water, you are the entire ocean. There is no need to strive, no need to flow in any particular direction. You are simply here, in a state of perfect, boundless, eternal being. Your only movement is the gentle, slow, rhythmic rise and fall of the cosmic tide, like the deep, slow breathing of the universe itself. This is your true nature. This is the ultimate peace. This is home. Let your awareness rest here now, in the infinite, silent, peaceful expanse of your own true self. There is nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. Simply be the ocean. Rest in your own boundless peace, and let this feeling of infinite, peaceful being carry you now into the deepest, most restorative sleep you have ever known. Rest now. Peace. Peace. Peace.